Clean it up. I was looking crazy.
Where do you
Mustaches
go?
are headliners. Sarah Man Jared over there, right here in Carrollton.
Okay.
Right next to a really good barbecue place.
There's one down beside the on near the square. That's not the one you're beside the donut shop. Not
no,
the one, not
this
same
one's this one's over there by.
Is that Seth?
Little Jim's.
Seth?
Well, I don't know that one.
That's what he's
Little
talking about.
Jim's.
Little Gems.
Yeah, right there on.
Gyms
right
like
there across from the
GEMS
courthouse.
or
I can't hear both of you.
Boxing place.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, right next to 316. Them and then Cutman. Yeah.
the old 316.
Yeah. Did you know that you could be within like 15 miles from a clinic that'll just in Bremen, like from Cashtown to 27, that you can there's offices, I guess I shouldn't say their name, where you can go in there, get diagnosed, get psych meds and all kind of stuff, and then go right down the road and get hyped up on testosterone and all these other things, all within like 10 miles from each other. And you don't have to do anything but just talk shit.
I didn't.
Yeah, found that out. Little fun fact for y'all.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
They try to tell me that Angelina was bipolar. They saw her for 30 minutes. No. If she's bipolar,
No.
then Nevaeh is a fucking
I was going to say,
psychopath.
that doesn't.
No.
Did they get her and Nevaeh's
They
files
saw
mixed
her
up?
for 30 minutes, bro.
I mean, Angel's.
30 minutes?
She's about as normal as
I was
it
going to
comes.
say, she's always been like,
Well, all she did was like, yeah, some days I'm sad, some days, good.
Well, then we're all bipolar.
And that's so the place.
It's the trick.
She was like doing the checkbox, and she was like, yeah, I think you're probably bipolar. And she was like,
that's a pretty strong diagnosis just to throw out there.
yeah, with one session, not even a whole session, but one session. And then they were like, we'll set you up an appointment with the psychiatrist, and we'll see about meds. All
Quick.
within an hour
So
session,
quick.
right?
Yeah, so
and she
quick.
was like, well, where do I go do that? She was like, oh, right down the hall.
Yeah, right
The
next door.
psychiatrist is right down the hall. He can write you a script.
How convenient.
Yeah, they can do you all
And
kinds
if you
of
need it
stuff.
notarized,
You can get it notarized.
do that too.
Yeah. We insurance companies right next door.
It's
and
like
all that.
remember Andy Griffith's show where he's the sheriff, the justice of the peace,
Hell
the
yeah.
mayor,
Yeah,
judge, he did it all.
yeah. That Roca News, they cover a bunch of places in America like that.
Yeah, that's
It was the pill mills and through Appalachia is the
That's
same
what I told.
way.
That's what I told
The
her.
same
I was
thing.
like, "This is the exact same thing as all the pill mill stuff. Like Florida was that way, Appalachia's that way, or I guess isn't as much anymore. But
Yeah, Kentucky, West Virginia was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
for all
it's
the
not
paint
like the places like
stuff.
the cellular health and all that. Are they not the same way?
they are in with other stuff
Right.
like Adderall.
I mean, they
and
just.
testosterone.
I don't understand how they get away with it.
I don't either. But I mean,
whatever.
Yeah, if
I
you
don't
can do it.
care. I don't care about that stuff. Whatever you want to do.
well,
It's
this
your
place
body.
was, she's got the military insurance. So that's where, they just, and she said she was there for like 4 hours for they saw
Now,
her.
do they ever use the VA?
They haven't, but I that's how I kind of took this as
My
like
brother-
a VA type experience.
But the VA is very, they're pretty strict. I think as far as I don't think they just, issue stuff out.
they do a lot of like band-aids on broken legs.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they're
yeah,
just
yeah.
looking to write. It's an assembly line. They're just trying to get through them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just like, yep, blah blah blah, and here's your script, and go on, and no solutions.
That's wild, dude.
But little side quest, little fun, little fun fact. There
That's funny. It's almost like you heard part of our conversation, isn't it, Mark? Before we started.
It is.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Look at that.
'cause-
Because we're all in tune.
I know.
That's what
I
it
know.
is.
We were actually talking about.
Frequency.
I said I've been really like studying like personality types, like the psychology of personality types.
Okay.
And I've been really looking at like my own person. What?
Nothing.
You had this weird look on your face.
Yeah, you look weird.
Yeah, you did. You had this
I
weird
don't know
look.
if you look weird.
What was that weird look, Mark?
Why are you weird?
No, no, that's all right.
Anyway, we're just talking about personality
Not
types.
weird. You're weird.
Paranoid. I guess I'm paranoid. That's another one I need to add to it. But
Paranoid?
no,
Are you?
same because I thought he was looking at
Are
me.
you schizophrenic?
Are you
Maybe,
paranoid schizophrenic?
maybe. But it made me think about when our buddy Greg was in here that day. Greg thought I was.
Well,
Greg thought I was a psycho.
He still thinks
thinks you're a psycho.
I think he has a bit of a psychology degree of some sort.
I think so.
But I'm really
that's what
not.
Danielle said.
I'm really not. I'm actually really normal.
Yeah. I mean, I think he understands it more.
But I am. I did find this out. I do have what's called an anxious attachment style.
What the? I ain't never heard of that one.
So everybody has an attachment style in like relationships with people, and so I don't know many of them.
What does that mean? Like, but anxious, like you're
So
anxious to get.
So
past
I
the
have
first-
I have naturally I have like an anxiety disorder. Like I do. Like I am an anxious person all the time. Like I just
So you think you're like anxious to like break the ice?
no like
Okay.
like anxious in the sense that
If he doesn't know something, he's going to make it up in his
yeah like in my mind like I need to know like
Are you just gonna rationalize?
like
it
I
somehow?
overthink big time, right? I overthink things.
Yeah, I get that
And
impression.
so like if there's like fact blank, right? And instead of saying, all right, I don't know what that blank is, it's fine. We'll figure what that blank out is in time. In my mind just starts filling in that blank with like worst case scenario because it's like I just have to know something right now.
Right. Yeah, my mind's like fuck that blank and then bail.
Yeah, I wish I could be that way.
No, I think it's
But
it may be like a superpower, buddy.
you think?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it.
No, probably not. I bet Elon Musk doesn't feel like it's a superpower.
world's first trillionaire, by the way.
Right.
Did he make it?
Oh,
Yeah, I think as of like yesterday.
When did that happen?
When the SpaceX stock went public.
Oh yeah, and the employees, they all like a bunch of the employees are millionaires.
Millionaires overnight.
That's
So
dope.
how do you become how do you get
you have a crazy.
stock in?
Oh, never mind.
Now, how do you buy stock in SpaceX? Is it
It's on NASDAQ now.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
public.
you can, yeah, but like all the employees had, they had options. or
I saw a
something.
really funny meme, and it was a older lady on the front of a yacht, like standing on the bow of it, looking out, and it was like a 25-year-old strapping young man with his arms around her, and it said all the secretaries at SpaceX right now.
That's funny.
Now that they're millionaires.
But like, I bet guys like that are that surely they're super anxious in what they think
probably?
and how they think. I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because you have to learn to control it because it'll drive you crazy. Mm-hmm. Like it'll drive you insane because you don't. Your mind's like just constantly.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I guess you wouldn't be very. You'd miss some opportunities to be like present in certain things.
Oh, for sure.
Because you're like certain moments or events or something.
And I am that way. Like my mind will be just like, off in right field.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of it's from like, and then if you compound that with your stress in your daily life,
Right.
like, because I've had some major life event changes, you know, in the last 3 years, not just my divorce, but my.
I was going to hit a button, but I don't know which button to hit, and it wasn't going to be the sad button, so I'm not going to hit any button at all.
But I mean, it's when you start looking at
yeah.
all these major life events, it's like, well, hell, no wonder. You know what I'm saying? No wonder you got so much going on.
Well, and if you can't gauge, like a guy told me one time to have better eye on your gauges, right? But you got to know, like gauges on a car.
Sure.
Like you got temp, you got gas, you got
That's right.
all that kind of stuff. So you got different gauges for different things, and to know when they're creeping up and redlining.
That's
know.
right.
So if you're not even paying attention to them, like I can tell when I've just like disregarded things and just put my head down and go. Which sometimes situations call for that for even months at a time. Sometimes,
Sure.
but
putting the black tape over the check engine light.
right, you're like, nope,
Yep.
we got to keep driving.
Yeah, and you wake up and you're 5,000 miles over an oil change.
Right, and you're like wondering why you're having weird anxiety and like overly stressed or snippy or whatever. Like,
Sure.
Those things start hitting. Like, man, I don't know what the fuck is wrong. Well, I'm full. Something's full right now, or something's redlining.
Or you're empty. Or
Yeah.
your
Or
tank,
you- yeah,
or your
or
tank's
it's
just
empty.
empty.
Absolutely.
Right.
Knowing your
You're
gauges,
just out
right.
of, and I think that's with me sometimes. Like I think my emotional tank sometimes is just empty. Like I'm just like I don't have anything left to give. Like I'm tapped out. Like and so you just kind of walking around like a zombie. But
Yeah, it'd be like, knowing when to push and then when to back off. Mm-hmm. Because sometimes you do just need to back off. Like I've had days where like I could push just a little bit more, but there's really no point today. So how about I just kind of back off a little bit and then.
Well, the consequences coming the next day for pushing too hard one day. Like it's not worth the push.
No, or
right?
yeah,
like
yeah.
I can push really hard. I can push really hard today and get this 1% extra done, but it's going to cost me 10% the next day just because I pushed so hard today.
But see, and I don't take enough time. Right. I know for a fact I don't take enough time for myself, and like I don't prioritize, and that's I'm starting to slowly learn that. Like I don't prioritize myself enough as far as like work, for instance. I'll get so committed to work and feeling like I have to be there all the time, or something bad's going to go wrong, or it's going to, and
feel that way about the gym,
right?
Like,
then it's bad when you got your own boss telling you, going, "Hey, dude, you're good. Go take a week. Go take a road trip. Get out of here. Just go. I mean, you're good.
Right.
We got it. Just go do what you got to do and come back."
And you've been doing it how long? 20 plus
25 years.
25 years?
Yeah.
It's always still been work, right?
Sure.
There's
And here's the
more
thing
work.
with me, but at the same time, that motivation and that attention to detail is partly what's made me good at what I do. Because I am so, and I feel like if I ever lose that fire to, there's a balance.
But yeah, there is a balance. But I think it's like 25 years. I think you would have reached you would reach that anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
I think you would still have that.
I think it's just all my, and I think my personal life's been in such a disarray the last few years.
Gauges, buddy. Yeah, it all starts compounding. It starts snowballing after a while.
But
you don't roll and stuff like that. You don't have no time to decompress any of that stuff. Or, are you training today?
I am going to roll for a little while. I may not stay till noon, but
yeah, I got that band to pick up. So
I told Mark I have a
thing.
company.
Got a thing.
I have a company thing I have to go to. It's a
company thing.
It's a fun thing.
Okay,
but it's
couple drinks.
Ella Langley.
Yeah, we're going to see Ella Langley.
Are you really?
Yeah, tonight. But I have to be down there this afternoon.
Where's she?
Truest.
The Battery.
Are you taking Mark?
And Cody
Mark wants to
Johnson.
go. Mark definitely wants to go.
I'm an Ella fella.
Are you an Ella fella?
Ella fella. That's funny. I didn't realize she did that song with Big X the Plug. I didn't realize that until
Cody,
I heard it again after listening to it. I was like, hold on, and then I looked at it. And I was like,
Wait a minute.
So did I tell you guys about my cousin Andrew
Yes.
that plays with her?
No.
Yes.
I thought this was a Big X the Plug story.
No. So if you go back and watch,
Sorry, I was so genuine. Yeah.
If you watch Ella Langley at the what was the
CMAs?
No, not the CMAs. It was
She did one where she took a shot and hit a cigarette and then went back to playing. She played that son of a gun, whatever that's. I forget how the lead up to that is.
Let me see if this is it right here. Hold on.
You're gonna get us pulled. You know what? I think we should start testing the limits on if we can actually get pulled.
They'll just mute that portion.
I don't know. Maybe there's a reason.
Well, anyway, if you go back and watch her at the ACM
suppressed.
Awards, when she comes out on stage and she sits on a stool, go back and watch it. Pull it up. There's two guys. There's one guy on her right, one guy on her left. Our right. The guy on her left is my cousin Andrew.
That's cool.
And he's from Indiana, and Andrew Camp, and he's his dad and our first cousin. My cousin Kelly that I pheasant with is Kelly's nephew. So Andrew,
Kelly's the one we talked to all the way down.
Yes.
Our boy Kelly.
But
Kelly's
Andrew is like really, really, really good. Like he sings harmonies with her, and I don't know how he got hooked up with her.
Ain't no telling.
But he has contracts with her, and so he plays like every night with her.
That's crazy.
And but I talked with him this past week, and
So he'll be there today.
oh yeah. I said, "Did you gonna get me backstage?" And he goes, he said, "Probably not." He said, "Not that I don't want to." He said, "But the security around her is so tight because there's been so many like stalkers and stuff."
I'm sure.
He said,
Wait, did they know about the emails and stuff I sent him?
He did
Yes.
mention something.
No, he did say that guy that
But
does
he
the
just
podcast
said
with you
that
just
he
needs
just
to
said
relax.
that he said the
Just
tour
relax.
manager. He said their security is so tight around her. Dude, she's blowing up.
Oh
dude.
yeah.
Super
Yeah, that makes
successful.
sense. Yeah.
But, I mean, she's on like 2 different tours. Like
Yeah.
she was opening up for Morgan Wallen last
she's-
night, and then
yeah.
she's opening up for Cody Johnson tonight.
She's doing all the side quests. Like it's all the side quests. in her
She's
life right
phenomenal.
now. She
I
is
mean,
phenomenal.
Get it while it's good.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
you know,
make it.
Andrew's just right there, man. She personally invited him to go to Las Vegas to come out and sing that song with her on stage.
Yeah, he should try to close that deal.
Nah, he ain't in it for that. He's got a girlfriend. Like he's in it for the
I'm just saying.
dude. He's meeting like everybody. Oh yeah, she's hot. I told him.
I'm saying in like a relationship way, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I told him. I said,
Respectfully,
This is a country music video waiting to happen. Come on, buddy. Respectfully, put a baby in her.
she's a smoke show.
Give her a baby. Sure. Give her a little Andrew Camp.
I mean, I come with 3 already. I mean, you know what I'm
go.
saying? Like
It's true.
I'm kind of like I'm like a prepackaged deal.
ready-made.
Yeah, ready-made. Yeah,
pre-cooked.
ready-made. But like I can take care of all kind of things.
Yeah, let's do this.
Need life insurance.
You're probably underinsured, Ella.
I'm with Farm
Probably are.
Hero.
Yeah, we need to take care of that.
underinsured.
We need to sit down and review your insurance.
Wait, is it at the State Farm Arena?
It's at the Brave Stadium.
Truist.
Okay, that'd be fucking
Yeah,
hilarious
Truist.
if it was. I was just thinking.
I'm not State Farm though.
No, I know. That's why it
That's
would be
why he was
hilarious.
making the joke.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, it would
You
be
have to go.
terrible.
No, I quit
Yeah.
doing the
I would go.
I forget that your State Farm Bureau thing. I quit doing that stick for a while.
Thank you. But yeah, we are going.
Need to bring it back.
It's gonna be fun.
So
that's
what's
cool.
happened over the last week, guys? What have we not talked about since we recorded
Man, there's
last?
a lot.
There's a lot. We had ADCC. We had
Fight,
NFC,
the big fight at ADCC that we missed.
ADCC. We just left. Had nothing to do with it.
Didn't do nothing. Wasn't us.
You
Wasn't
know,
me.
I don't know.
It's like Shaggy.
I know one kid called somebody's something a woman, a mom or wife
Fat
or something a
or
fat
other.
bitch.
Yeah.
And somebody in her defense got up and kicked him in the balls.
Like flying Spartan
fucking
kick
hilarious.
right in front of the Flow grappling
And
camera.
then it all just broke out from there.
Yeah.
But I mean, regardless of the specifics, I think overall, generally, I think this was fatigue at the end of the day. I think if any of those people had been there all day like we had, and
You're ready to
they just fucking
Yeah,
had it. It's 8:30. It had to be 9 o'clock at that point.
Yeah.
Because we were there till 8:30.
Yeah.
So
All
if
right,
it happened
given
right
that,
after, it'd have been
could
like 9.
things be different? Like, should they do? Should
Yeah, they should do it 2
restructure?
days.
Or stop the registrations at 9:50 like they said, and
Put a
not
cap on it.
14:50.
Yeah. Got to make that extra 80 grand, Mark.
Good Lord,
Like
no doubt. Yeah.
1,400 and then an average of 125. Do the math on that shit.
Yeah, but after the 9:50, they were all at the 150 mark.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying
So-
just at 125.
Yeah,
Like, if you just do it conservative, like just figure it low at 125, 1,400 people.
it's wild. Yeah,
Not counting spectator fee, $25 to walk in the door. And it didn't keep people out at all. So people were lined up, you know. So
no, there's still it
they
was
cleared
packed out.
$250,000 in a day, you know.
Easy.
So split it into 2 days or cap it.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
know.
Yeah, make the experience better. I think
be done by 3 2 days in a row.
it would be nice.
Would be nice.
It'd be nice.
You know.
Yeah, with that, we had some unfortunate experiences there. Some really good guys. Like Uriah did really well. The Helton twins did fantastic.
And bunch of dogs.
Buddha took care of business in his division. He won his division.
What did the Hilton twins do?
Man, they had the biggest bracket in the world and won 1 or 2 and then lost each, and then
then
so
won a
you
couple
get
more.
a chance to fight your way back to the podium because it's double elimination. So they spent the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 matches trying to fight their way back to the podium, and still would have. They would have had a total after their loss of 9 to 10 matches or something.
Yeah, they would have had
get
like
back
12,
to third,
12
just to
matches
get to the
just to
podium.
get to third.
Yeah. Once they
So
had lost,
they fell
you know.
short a little bit.
But they fought their ass off. Didn't back them up at all. They came back and I mean just dogs. And their style, you know, needs some refining because most of their matches come down to the wire.
Yeah.
you know, they're going to try to score on you. They're going to try to submit you for sure. But, you know, it's, you know, they're trying not to give you anything. So a lot of theirs come down to the wire.
We had the big NFC.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Brought my cousin.
Dude.
And
yeah, I mean, I drank with Mike on the podcast one time, but I can definitely.
Cousin Mike's pretty awesome.
I can definitely sit and drink with Mike.
he's
Boss Brian,
yeah,
was really cool.
Definitely,
we liked Brian.
He was definitely interested in the
scene.
Yeah, in the scene and how the
he
how
did.
the sport works.
And my brother was just like completely. He was just like he didn't know what to
It was
think.
a lot for Kevin.
Yeah.
It was a lot. Like it was.
He enjoyed it.
No, I know.
And
I felt like he
and
did.
he already said, "I want to go to another one." Like the first thing he said,
awesome.
he goes, "I want to go to another one. I want to
Very
go to another
nice.
one."
No,
Take me to an MMA one.
But like that's getting, you know, he's never been anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, he was kind of like, what the, I could tell it was like he was a little
Oh
bit.
no! So I was standing mat side at one point, you know, and you guys were sitting kind of
Yeah.
back. And at one point, I'm standing there and I'm watching a match. I don't remember which one it was. It was after I competed, and all of a sudden, I feel like this presence right up, like on my shoulder. And I turned to my right a little bit, and it's Kevin right there, wide-eyed, like on my shoulder, and he's asking me a question about something that's going on. And he's like, well, "What if?" And I don't even remember what it was.
yeah. He was
and
all
he was
in
just like, "Okay," and then he just like backs away, goes back. It was fantastic.
And Mike, you know, Mike's hilarious.
Yeah.
Mike has got big personality, and you know, he's one of those like you just think that. You think you've known him forever.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, apparently you guys are related to people that used to train with us.
Mike
Still train at RPs.
Mike is first cousins, obviously, with me on his father's side, right? And
Focus.
sorry. See? But Mike is also first cousins with
Evan Green's.
Evan Green's mom. Is
Yeah.
it Teresa? I think it's Teresa.
Yes.
Like that, yeah.
So, yeah, or maybe second cousins. First cousin, second cousin, I'm not sure. But he's that was on his mother's side.
Yeah.
So I'm not related to them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mike's the
Gotcha.
pivotal point there. I'm related to Mike on my dad's side. Mike's related to her.
Yeah,
on
there
his
might have
mom's
been
side.
some like family tree discussion.
Could
Yeah.
have
For
been.
the
Could have been.
camps.
Speaking of Evan, dude,
He did really well.
Tribe.
man,
took
he
it
looked good. Like
for
he was getting it done.
the 3 versus 3 quintet style rules.
And I got a chance to talk to him a little bit because I'd never really talked with him. 'Cause I didn't
Yeah.
really know him.
Yeah.
So knowing Mike, it's funny how that kind of was our common denominator. So
Yeah.
when he and I were sitting down on the floor, I told him who it was, and we got to talking about his mom and Mike and all that. He's really nice, but
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
kinda-
Tribe took home gold in that whole thing, and then didn't have to use Evan in the first round.
Right. Not at all.
Trillian kamikazed, and then Clay killed the rest of them.
Clay just he's just
And then freaking Evan went and ran through all
The
3 of
whole
Alliance's
team of Alliance.
Yeah.
2 black belts and a brown belt.
What
Or
did the
2
one
black
guy
belts and a
get
purple belt.
DQ'd for?
Reap.
Reap. Okay.
Yeah, one of them was a DQ. Yeah, it was
But
pretty tough for you.
Evan was really putting the pressure on that guy, and that's why he reaped. Like Evan had swept him, came back up.
Yeah, it's not like he was losing that match and then
he was
won
trying
by DQ.
That black belt was trying to jump on something, and to me, sent it purposefully. He knew exactly where he was. He knew exactly like he's a competitive gi black belt. He knew exactly what he was doing. He was just trying to get away with it and see if he could send it on a sub.
Right. Yeah, no, it was a really good night
lot
for
of
him.
fun.
I was really
A
happy
lot of
for him,
fun.
for Evan. He needed that run.
Well, I'm upset.
You upset, buddy?
I'm upset.
What happened?
Okay, so let me because I got some things to talk about. Okay, I got some things to talk about.
Like this is becoming a therapy session.
Might want to settle in.
Yeah, so lock in, buckle up. You know,
Turn the rev loose.
please tray tables in their up and seats in your upright position.
Seatbelt sign is on.
Seatbelt sign is on. Please do not move about the cabin. So I am not. Let's start with this. I am not upset that I lost. Okay, I'm not. I lost a very close match. NFC is the setup for NFC is best of 3 rounds. So it starts. It's kind of like the old. If anyone ever watched The Ultimate Fighter, where if it was tied after 2 rounds, they would go to that 3rd round. So it's the same setup, but points or submissions.
Yeah, they score it like kind of like MMA.
Kind of like MMA. Yeah. So it's 10-9, 10-8, 10-7 rounds based on points. But if you get a sub, it's over. First round came out, and there were 2 exchanges on the. Technically, we were out of bounds, where he went for a takedown. One, we ended up in like the dogfight position, and he started scrambling and come up, and I was scrambling and to turn and come up. We all ended up all the way out of bounds. I got a big bruise on my knee from where I hit the side of something.
Yeah, you just about took out that silver bar.
The metal bar.
Yeah.
Like we were that far
you were
off.
like at my feet.
It's typical big boy stuff. That's why you got to try to keep him in the middle.
So, and he was doing a good job. Again, nothing against him. He was doing a good job playing the boundaries. You know, he would let me push him. You know, he would back up to the boundary and then play the game from the boundary, which I'm sure was a tactic for him.
Which you see in IBJJF.
You see it in IBJJF. I dealt with it.
Something you got to deal with.
I dealt with it when I won my no-gi division at IBJJF at Atlanta a month or so before. Same kind of tactic. Then the same thing kind of happened in. And so somehow they gave him 2 for that, which, okay, here's the take. In the grand scheme of things, it wouldn't have mattered. To me, he shouldn't have got an advantage because he didn't solidify the takedown.
Right.
Went out of bounds. We were out of bounds before then there wasn't a solidification at all. Like there was never of him on top of me, preventing me from, he actually wasn't even down. He was still on his feet as it went out of bounds. So should have been an advantage. Then a similar thing happens later on in the round where same kind of thing, go out of bounds. They gave him another 2. So I lost the first round 4 points to nothing. So I was down that round. So that would have been a 10-9 round. Go back to the corner. We kind of talked through some things.
Well, yeah, the second one was what they were trying to argue for.
Me to be on the ground.
Yeah, that was on the first round?
Yeah, both were in the first round.
Yeah.
So on the second one, we went out of bounds into the chairs, and I legit had people behind. I was in the second row of chairs by the time we finished. So we come back to the center, and he is a Traven black belt, but he's out of all ambition. So he had 2 all ambition coaches in his corner. Somehow, Grandmaster Roberto Traven was sitting on our side.
Right. Well, I don't think he was there. I think he come up as the match was starting.
Yeah, he ended up.
I didn't see him, and then all of a sudden I saw him.
Yeah, he ended up next to our corner, which I had Kyle and Uriah, my son, which was fantastic. I just want to say this. That was fantastic having Uriah in my corner.
Yeah, that was good.
Like, it felt so right. Like, kid's a good coach, too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's competed a ton, you know, almost 200 wrestling matches in his wrestling competitive career. You know, he's starting to compete in jiu-jitsu, competed a ton, has a very analytical mind for stuff like that. So really felt right having him in my corner. It was awesome. Like, I will, you know, 100% do that again. So I look, you know, Traven somehow ended up next to Uriah and Kyle. So as we come back on, they're resetting us to the mat. Grillo, profess, I love Grillo, okay? Grillo was the ref.
Yeah, shout out
Grillo.
Grillo had a good time.
Grillo was having fun.
I had the one that was dancing.
Yeah, I didn't see Grillo having any drinks, but it seemed like he may have had one. But he was so loose. He was having a great time.
I'll take that, Grillo.
Absolutely. I like that. I'm not mad at it at all. So anyway, as we come back to the center, Traven starts yelling, mostly in Portuguese.
Yeah, that was the part that kind of got me, was like he starts yelling in Portuguese to Grillo.
Yeah.
And Grillo's like looking around on all that. So I don't know what he's saying. I just know they're communicating, which happens all the time. It's fucking irritating as shit. But I guess I should just learn Portuguese. But they and then Grillo starts motioning
for me to go
him
down
to reset
to
down.
start back down.
And I look, and then I see Travin, and he looks at me, and he's like, "They reset, on the down, they reset down. We're in the same position." I'm like,
There
"No."
was
Now
no
at
position.
this point, they'd already gave you 2. As far as the IBJJF, whatever the rules are in that, I know when a sub is in play and it goes out of bounds, they'll reset standing and give the guy that initiated 2. So I looked at it as that. I was like, he already has the 2. We're not starting down. like, I don't know if that's official or if that's even something I could probably argue.
Yeah.
But for sure, the argument is either he got the 2, right?
Right.
And we're starting standing, or, he solidified.
He would have had to solidify.
So if he got the 2,
reset,
then, right,
and then he would have got the 2 once we reset in the center.
Right. But everything stayed live. So
But everything stayed live. So
advantage at the most. So we were just like, no. Mark looks at Grillo and goes, no.
yeah,
And
Grillo
goes,
Grillo motions me to go down to go down, and I look at Grillo and I turn back at Trav and I said, I ain't going down there. And I said, you or him, either one ain't making me go down there because that's not where I'm supposed to be. So Grillo looks at me, he kind of gives me a little come back.
Well, Grillo locked eyes with me a couple times when they're like, he looked at me like a couple times after he was like telling people, he looks at me and I'm like, Grillo.
No, I'll eat a fool.
I was like, I got you, Grillo.
Yeah.
I'll come out here if it pops off. It's fine.
Yeah,
I'll come get Mark. It's fine.
Yeah,
Grillo's just like,
absolutely
they're
not.
both big. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it. Like, I could read his mind at
Yeah.
the moment. Grillo's like, I'm like an 85. Yeah. No, I know, buddy. I got you. It's fine. It's okay. It's all right. They're just having a disagreement.
So that kind of happened. So coming out of the first round, I was down 10-9. I knew it. So according to the rules, I have to win the second round.
Yeah.
If I can either
if you
submit
win the first, you can coast the second. Like, that's kind of the goal if you can't get the sub. Like,
Yep, you win the
is
first round,
just fucking coast
and then
on
you
the second.
because if it ties or if I lose the second, it's over.
It's done.
So I knew going into the second round, I had to win it. So tried to do some different things. Tried to, my grips were shot. I didn't get to, no excuse. I didn't train a whole lot of gi coming into it because we were focused no gi. But anyway, it comes out of the second round and it was no 0-0, so it's a 10-10 round. So again, according to the NFC rules, if it's tied, it has to be tied coming out of the second round to go to a third.
Right.
So as we finished the second round, we had finished over close to his corner, so I had turned to come back, and Grillo was like motioning me over to my corner like it was in between rounds. And I was a little confused, looked at Grillo, I kind of looked over at Clay, I was like, I said, it's done, right? And Clay's like, oh, no. So he realized what Grillo did.
Grillo
He's like,
was about
no,
to bring it out
no,
again.
it's done.
Right.
No, they can't go to the third
You
round.
think about how awful that would have been. Like, that would have been awful for, like, so say you scored or got a sub in the third, and then they have to walk it back and go, no, there was never supposed to be a third.
Correct.
Like, how do you explain that to, I mean, we all should know what's going on, but, like, you can explain it to the crowd and the fans and everything else. Like, what a shit show that would have been.
Oh, it'd have been. Because he was the number one ticket seller. Mm-hmm. He had a ton of people there. Mm-hmm. We had our really riled, ruckus little group there in the middle. It would have been a mess.
I mean, it just would have ruined the. I mean, for both competitors, you know what I'm saying. As far as competitors go, like, it would have taken completely away from him. Like, really, out of anything, if something were to happen or somebody got hurt, whatever, you twist an ankle, who knows?
Anything.
Like, something happens, know, or he gasses or something, or that there was never supposed to be a third round, anyways. And if I can speak to it real quick, just before, as far as like the tactics going into that. Greg played a good game, and we definitely, I take responsibility on kind of the tactics going into that first round. He came out and he did what he needed to do to get off first. Whereas the game kind of going into it was to tax him and kind of try to shake him up that first round and then get him in the second round. But obviously not get scored on, and that, like I said, I take responsibility for kind of leading that direction, because I feel like now, hindsight's 2020, that if I would have just let you cut loose and go get that first two, which statistically, that's the first person to score is very, is more likely to win the match, whether it be multiple rounds or not. So, if we would have been able to cut you loose on that first one a little bit more and not just kind of, I needed you to pull the trigger, and I started calling for it after the fact. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was, that part sucked.
It does. It does. And look, losing sucks no matter what.
Yeah, nobody's supposed to like losing, but we learn.
Yeah, learned. I definitely. It was a good match. After the match, I gave him a hug. There's a couple pictures on that's out there. Me giving a hug, and you can see me like talking to him in his ear. Like he didn't say much to me, and we're going to talk about why. But he didn't say much to me at all. But like I had a good time. It was a good match. It was competitive. It was a scrap. I came out of it with a black eye.
No, I liked the match. I mean,
it was exciting.
I think we take a different approach if we could run it again.
Yeah, absolutely. There were no stall call warnings, and for an ultra heavyweight match,
that never happens. We automatically feel like we already plan on at least two.
At least two. And
I'm going to eat two
talk
stalls
about
no matter what.
Brent Hamilton's match where they just about stalled each other out. They probably should have if
Did they get
kept
any on theirs?
Huh?
Did they get stall?
That's the only points that were scored were
just
stalls.
stalls? I missed most of that.
It was like
match.
stall, 2 points, or stall, advantage, 2 points, 2 points. Like they were both one stall away from both getting DQ'd
out.
Had it been Clay out there, he'd have double DQ'd their junk.
That's ultras, baby. That's Masters ultras.
For an ultra heavyweight match to not have any stall calls, it was active. We were both very active and engaged, and it was a scrap. So then I see a couple things online, and that's what we want to talk about.
You got to stop doing that, by the way.
It found me.
I get it. It tried to keep finding me. I kept ignoring it.
Yeah, well,
and then the algorithm just kept.
And if I see a video clip or a picture of me from someone else posting it, I'm going to look at it. Okay.
Right.
So we go and. I see online, and I don't know who she is, and I'm not going to be disrespectful in what I call her, what assumptions I make of her. Mm-hmm. She may be his wife. She may be some relative of Greg's. Mm-hmm. She posted this little clip, of or picture clip of that first out of bounds where I about hit my head on that metal bar.
When you pulled the breakdance move?
Yeah, you
did the fucking
like,
beat
hey.
boy. Yeah.
And
got back up. Breakdance moves.
Yeah, looking all agile, my 300-pound self.
It was good.
So
yeah. I didn't make it spin like
that.
But
if you look at the if you watch it back from that angle, he's pissed. Like Greg is pissed.
Yeah, and I didn't really catch it in the match until you saw like
he's jerking his arm back. He's jerking his.
See,
stuff
I thought
together.
he got a little miffed at you when it looked like one time you ran him kind of like toward the scoreboard.
That was in the second round.
That was in the second. Yeah.
That was in the second
and
round.
you kind of like you were like.
We're going to go out of bounds, but there happened to be a wall there.
But you were going against the wall there.
This was before that.
Yeah, that's before.
Okay.
This was in the first round.
He gave you like it
was in the first exchange.
Yes.
He gave you a look on that one. Like everybody saw that one.
And I smiled at him. We'll talk about that too. But in this one, like he jerks away.
Clearly, I didn't think they were like, I didn't.
And it was really confusing.
Yeah, if there's animosity, I'm confused. Like when I saw, I was like, damn, maybe he was pissed that night.
Yeah,
like going into it.
Well, like did she say in her clip?
Some people have to do that. Some people have to get amped that way. But I can respect that. But
you see it when I come back. Like I'm smiling when I come back on the mat.
Right.
Bro, I love this junk.
Right.
Let's scrap, bro. Yeah. Let's do it. Like let's get down and dirty. Like. I'll fight you and like it, and I've always been like that. I like getting hit. I don't mind getting punched in the face.
Right.
I don't mind getting in yes, let's go. I mean, I am at home.
Sanctioned.
I am at home in that environment. So coming back off the mat after that, I was like, okay, yeah, let's go. Let's get back at it. But and I didn't, because I was over there in the midst of the crowd. 6.5 feet off the mat, where this supposed takedown happened. I didn't see his reaction until I see this video some random lady posts on the internet. And in the comments, let's just do this. Let's just, because I don't want to misstate anything that she may or may not have said. Let's just do this. So her post says, funny how some people spend all their energy talking about what they're going to do. Meanwhile, others spend their energy preparing. One talked, one worked. I'll let the clip tell the rest of the story. And the clip is already, I am already off the mat at the point where she starts this clip, right? I am completely on hardwood at this point. And it's while
it's a good clip for him.
It's a great clip. I'm doing my little breakdance move, trying to get back on the mat. I'm already off the mat. We were both in the black or outside of the black line when this happened. So the takedown happened. We were both technically already out of bounds, which is why I feel like it should be advantage. Again, would not have mattered. He still would have won the first round, even if it was an advantage.
All in all, it doesn't matter.
I'm not saying it cost me the match. That decision, those points cost me the match. It didn't. I would have lost regardless.
Right.
So it's really, but in that clip, he's like big mad. I'm big mad. You know, slinging his arms like a toddler back to his corner. And I was like, what is this heifer saying on her Instagram post? I'm sorry.
You weren't going to be disrespectful,
I'm sorry.
Mark.
It just came out. I apologize. I shouldn't.
You weren't going to be disrespectful.
I will do better. You're right. I'm going to do better. No, I'm going to do better. I did. I apologize. So I said, what is this upstanding citizen posting on her Instagram that she's talking about? You know, one talk. And I thought back to that funny little clip of me on our podcast where I really was just talking crap to Brent Hamilton.
Yeah,
That's the only thing that I've said about it.
I can't think of. I mean, if anything, it was pretty light.
It was
I
very
think we took
light.
like one podcast to have, but also. Like you're hyping a match.
Yeah, I mean,
you two are trying to like.
And I also think.
I think maybe they're just confused and they don't understand. Maybe
I don't think they get it.
I don't think they just don't understand like hyping a match. Like,
I think somebody that. And I don't know who this person is, but I agree with Kyle. If she's never competed, or if she, maybe she has, but she may just not know you. You know what I mean?
Well, you don't know. You don't know if she trains.
No.
But I'm not like super offended by the post. Like
I'm not either.
She did exactly what a fan of anybody would probably do. I'm not. Our guys would do that and worse.
And you got to think,
know what I'm
you're
saying?
right, because you're seeing
our guys are liable to post some wild shit.
And she's seen it through her lens.
Right,
Absolutely.
Right. So I'm not super offended. But what I am confused about is like. Damn, Rev didn't even talk that much shit.
Yeah, that's my point.
Rev will get it. Yeah,
if you look at all the guys that came out to compete,
well, not only that, like just ask Nate Mann.
I've talked so much crap about Nate Mann, about Brandon Bennett, like those two guys.
And you know what happens?
Greg, I've talked so much crap about Greg at Odyssey, and we are best friends now.
She just doesn't know you. She just doesn't know.
Yeah.
So the only thing that I said was really talking crap about Brent Hamilton helping him train for this match.
Right.
And made
Which we're cool with Brent.
And
I talked crap about the kid at PGF. He would kill me.
Okay, so
Chet Thompson.
Yes.
Yeah, we know.
And I talk crap about it, but it's all in fun.
Yeah. I know. So I sent Brent the clip of it. And I was like, hey, man, I said, all good here? And he's like, no, man, I think it's hilarious. I said, good. I said, just joking, all the love.
Right.
Just to make sure.
Look, all the shit
You
talk
sent
on
that
Nate.
clip to Greg?
No, to Brent Hamilton.
Brent Hamilton.
Who Brent Hamilton has had a match. And him and Greg trained together because they both got their black belts the same day. We talked about that. So they trained together in preparation for both of their matches.
I got you.
So...
Even the stuff with Nate, it was all just to try to get Nate to take a match.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a match.
Everything, even money at that.
Yeah, money. It was just
I think it got up to like $5,000 for his over with.
It was a lot. Yeah, we offered Greg a lot of money.
But it's just to go
Nate.
scrap. Like, I dapped Nate up today. Like,
and that's what I was gonna say is, like, even during those, we would see Nate at like a tournament that
Yes.
Saturday and be like, "What's going on,
What's
Nate?"
up, Nate?
And he's
Yeah.
like, "Man, what's up with Mark?
Yeah.
Why does he want to match?"
Kyle sends me a picture from an AGF, like right the day after we
Me and
recorded
Dave
one
both.
of those. You and Dave, yeah. Arm in arm with Nate Mann.
Just selfieing it up.
Just selfie with Nate
Yeah.
Mann, sending it to me. So it's all in good fun,
Right.
And no, look, if the minuscule amount of trash talk bothered you, I will talk trash about you every day for every podcast to everybody that I see, and we'll see how butthurt you are then. I didn't even start to open the bottle of trash talk that I can. Like, you got the condensation on the outside of the bottle worth of trash talk. You didn't even get in the bottle on trash talk. You have no idea the level of trash talk that I am capable of bringing to you. I will talk trash that your grandkids will feel it. There is no spot in your mind that you can comprehend. If that little bit of trash talk upsets you and your team coming into this match, like, buddy, you're going to be mad, big mad for the rest of your life. Like, you will clip this podcast up and talk about this to everybody that you know. Your coworkers will hear about how much trash the Rev is now talking about you. And you're going to go, "Man, I beat that fool. I beat him. And now, look, he's still talking trash. I beat him. He should shut up. He should not talk." Good luck, buddy. You beat me by points. In one round, in one 4-minute round, you scored 4
Sounds like a
points.
rematch.
You scored 4 points. You didn't score. You know how many points you scored in the second round? 0. Goose egg, nothing. You know how many takedowns you actually scored that you actually solidified? 0, nothing. You know what? You didn't just like, big, destroy. Oh, I'm so big. I'm so strong. It wasn't like that. So for you and your team to have this idea that you shut him up, didn't you? You shut him up. You told him you let your work do the talking. Some people talk, other people put in effort. Okay, congratulations. Do you think that we don't put in effort down here? Buddy, you haven't competed in 15 years. You haven't stepped foot on a competition mat one time since you've been a black belt and maybe a brown belt. There is 0 competition footage of you out there. You've just been in your little gym doing your little thing, do all day, and that's fine. Some people do it. Buddy, I have competed more times in the last 2 months than you have in the last 10 years. You are not the same as me. You can think all you want to think. You can go wherever you want to go. Your minions and all of your #1 ticket sales people can think all of that same stuff. But you know what? It doesn't really matter. You beat me in one round by points. You were not close to subbing me. I saw it in your eyes, Greg. Listen, I'm going to tell you, I saw it in your eyes. You and I looked eye to eye in that second round, sir, and I saw it. You were cracking. You were breaking. You didn't like it. You didn't like when we went out of bounds and your back touched the DJ booth. Your exact words were, "Am I bleeding?" You looked at Grilly, you said, "Am I bleeding? Am I bleeding?" And I said, "Man, what are you talking about? Are you bleeding? Get back to the center of the mat and let's go." Is exactly
He did
what
not
those,
say,
I
"Am
said,
I bleeding?"
He did too
He
say,
did.
yes, he did. Yes, he did, and I have it on video. Am I bleeding?
Are you sure?
100%.
I don't know about
1,000%. I have it
He's a
on
good
video.
guy. I don't think that.
Am I bleeding? And he looks back and he's rubbing his
No.
shoulder.
If anything,
he looks
you were-
back and he's like, "Am I bleeding?" And he's like touching at his shoulder.
Shut up. That's not true.
It is 100% true. I am not lying. I am telling you 100% truth.
I mean, I personally
That's
think
exactly what
you
he
were
did.
kind of a dick. And
I
Greg's kind of a
was.
fucking-
I was. It was a little aggressive. You know what? It was a little aggressive. Him
well,
trying
you
to
were
push me
trying
out into a metal bar and then slinging his arms like a toddler when he got done.
Those are your matches, you know.
So, okay, and that's not even what I'm most pissed off about.
Apparently, we're not done.
Round 2.
Yep.
Then, All Ambition gets on their Facebook page and their Instagram page. And on their story, they post this little picture of Greg sitting, looking all swole. He's a swole joker.
Well,
He's a swole joker.
he's swole.
Yeah, he's a swole
That's why
joker.
he looks that way.
Yeah, yeah. There's no. Yeah, they didn't edit the pictures to make him look more swole. He's plenty swole on his own.
Definitely swole.
But sitting, looking at the empty mat, empty arena, and the comment was that the text on the picture was, "This is what it looks like before you make another man quit."
Because you quit?
I didn't quit.
Yeah, I didn't think you quit.
Like, I didn't even sit down in between rounds.
No, I didn't think you quit. I never got the vibe of a quit. Like,
So
if anything, I needed to get you going, to be honest. Like, I needed to get you
A little bit more going.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And that's where I was saying in the first round, tactically, was an error on my part.
And then they
I
don't
should
they
just
don't
kicked you in
then
the ass and turned you loose.
yeah, you should smack me in the face like Newton did the boys. Maybe it's a
Look,
thing.
if you're green lighting it now, I'll hit you next time.
Bro, I do not care.
I will pop you in the back of the head.
So then they go beyond just that, Jeff, and they make a post about it. And in their little post, it's they say that Greg, congratulations to Professor Greg on his win. He didn't get the tap out, but he did get the cut it, I'm done signal, and he quit. But he quit.
Oh, so did they think there was supposed to be a third round? Is that why?
Yeah. That's what they think.
thought there was supposed to be a third round.
They think maybe still
They
think
thought you
thought that I
bowed out of the third
opted
round.
out of the third round because they're idiots and don't know the rules.
Well, maybe they just don't know the rules. Ignorance doesn't mean they're dumb, like idiots. That's a tough way to put it, buddy. They might be good people. We don't know.
There are a lot of good dumb people in the world. There are a lot of idiots that are good people. They might be good people. I don't know. I don't know All Ambition. I don't know those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had, like, Sam has had one match against the Jesus, one of their guys, De La Cruz.
Oh, is he an All Ambition
He's an All Ambition guy.
Yeah, De La Cruz is cool.
He's legit. He's legit. But other than that, like, we haven't had any bad interactions ever with the All Ambition guys. So I don't know them to know anything really about them.
Just good marketing, you know. They got
apparently
Greg
they
making people quit.
Making people quit. So I typically don't, and I typically don't like. Sometimes I don't like to engage in the online squibble squabble. Right? I'm not a guy that's going to. Like Dave will get on there and argue.
Dave will
with
get in
people.
the comments, yeah.
Get in the
Dave
comments and argue. You know,
I just can't.
Kyle cannot.
I can't.
And I typically
won't.
don't because it really doesn't do anything most of the time.
No, it takes me.
So So when I
too
saw
long
it,
to
it
respond.
really pissed me off. I mean, we're a week later, and I'm still pissed off about it.
Yeah, you seem a
It
little.
really pissed me off. And the Instagram thing that the woman posted pissed me off. Kyle talked me off the ledge. He gave me basically the same thing that you said, you know, from their perspective, blah, 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 blah,
It's
blah,
not
blah, 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 blah.
It's not blah, blah, blah.
All that stuff, which was fine.
It's just the way it is.
So, you know, and I was like, okay, all right, look, maybe, yeah, you're right. Okay. Whew. You know, breathe, take it in. Like, it bothered me. Mm-hmm. And then the next day I see that post from All Ambition. I was like, okay. So I clicked off. I walked away 15 minutes, and I was like, no, I can't just let this sit there. I can't let them have, and anybody that looks at this post have the idea thinking that Mark quit. So they obviously they don't have a clue about what the rules of the match actually were, and all they saw was me asking Clay, "Hey, we're done, right? We're not going to a third round. I lost the first round. We tied the second round."
Right.
And Clay's like, "Oh, no, yeah." And he came out. So I commented under it very respectfully. Congrats to Greg. Good match. Just to clarify this up, I never quit. I didn't quit. You know, I was ready, still am ready to go to a third round. I would have gladly went to a third round because honestly, I think I had him breaking. I think he was cracking into that second round. I seen it. Like I said, I seen it in your eyes, Greg. I seen it. Like I seen the fear in your eyes because you couldn't do anything.
Did they comment to your comment?
No, they didn't. They didn't respond. They didn't say anything else. And then everything got all crickets, got all quiet out of them. So it would have been nice, and I wouldn't be nearly as pissed off if had they come back and said, "Oh no, you're exactly right. You know, our bad. You didn't quit." Os. And then I would have osed you, and we could have gone on about this thing.
Mutual os.
You know, mutual os, and you know, everything would have been fine. Everything would have been fine. But they didn't. They chose to ignore it. And honestly, that pisses me off almost as much as what them posting it, because everybody can be wrong. Like everyone can make a mistake and be wrong. But don't double down on it. Don't ignore it. Don't be afraid and ashamed of yourself that you made a mistake. So you're never going to come out and admit that you made a mistake. Is that the kind of people you are up there at All Ambition? You can't admit when you make a mistake. You can't admit when you're wrong. You can't say, "Oh yeah, you're right, my bad." So I've waited, and again, text and through comments, things can get misconstrued a lot of times. So I didn't comment back. I didn't ask anything. I didn't send anybody in direct messages. I thought, you know what? Our next podcast, we're going to address it. We're going to talk about it. I have a podcast for a reason. And look, All Ambition, if you would like to get on the podcast and talk about it, you are more than welcome.
For sure.
You're more than welcome to come down to Carrollton, Georgia, and hop in the CRJ studios with us here in the back of Integrity BJJ in our multi-million-dollar studio that we have back here. And you are more than welcome to set in. We will have a fair, even conversation. You know, it is just conversation. It is, you know, we're not asking, we're not trying to threaten you or say, "Oh, I'm gonna next time I see you, it's on site." You know, we're not teenagers, we're not little kids, we're not immature. We understand what competition is, but we also understand how important it is to understand the rules of the competition you're competing. And I understand that your guy hasn't competed a lot, so maybe he's unfamiliar with all the different rule sets and things that happen. Maybe you just don't know. So I felt it was important enough to talk to you about it and to let you know the error of your ways. So again, didn't bow out. Absolutely would have been ready for a third round. Was ready for a third round. Would have loved to have a third round. Think that I was getting closer and closer every exchange to getting a takedown. I think if I get on takedown, I think if I'm on top of you, Greg, I'm going to submit you. Okay, so if I take you down and get on top, you might as well tap out because it's coming. I'm going to submit you. So obviously you couldn't stick a takedown on me in the 10 minutes, you know, and I didn't on you, but. You know, let's pump the brakes a little bit there, big guy, on thinking you made Rev quit. You didn't make me quit. I didn't quit. It was a competitive match. Thank you for taking the match. There's been a lot of men out there, Brent Hamilton, that wouldn't take a match against me. Okay, that turned down matches against me several times. So
love you, Brent.
At least, yeah, we love you, Brent. So at least,
I like this panda outfit.
At least you
That's
did.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
At least you did take the match against me and stepped up and took it. You know, so I would absolutely be down for a rematch.
Hey.
I would. Let's run it back no-gi. Do you train no-gi? Let's run it back no-gi. Let's see what that looks like. Let's run it back in the gi. Yeah, you decide whatever you want. I'll train gi. I'll do no-gi. I'll train gi, no-gi, whatever you want.
Do 2 matches in a night.
I'll do combat jiu-jitsu if that's what you want to do. Let's run it. Like I'll smack a fool.
Yeah, they got to start letting palm strikes happen though. The slaps were weird.
The slaps were weird.
Can you not do a palm strike?
You can't do
The ISK wouldn't let them do it.
palm strikes.
They had to make them
Arcing
slaps, basically. You couldn't straight up just.
But if you come across like
Oh,
that,
you can still make
you
it
can still
stuff,
club.
but it's
You can
way
still
different
club.
coming out here and just
then bye.
you know.
oh
way
yeah,
different.
that's an actual. Like,
Because you can like ground and pound, man, basically.
Okay, so that's all I have on that.
well, we're
So,
pretty much tapped
that
out
it?
on time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna follow that one, buddy. Yeah, we'll wrap it up on that one.
So, hit
open
us-
mat's already started.
hit us
so-
up in the comments. Send us a DM. let us know. Let us know if you'd like to talk about anything. We're here. Shout out to Hannah Waldrop. Thank you, Hannah. Hannah enjoyed my rant. So she, so I appreciate Hannah having my back. Happy Saturday to you. Love you. So
Peace
Y'all-
out.
Y'all have a great weekend.
okay, love you guys. We're out.